Welcome, I'm Rob Eisenberg, here with Stephen Freidkin of Ntiva, and we're here with our weekly edition of Cash Flow. Stephen is the president and founder of Ntiva, located here in McLean, Virginia. Welcome, Stephen.
Hi there.
Hi. Stephen, could you tell us a little bit about what Ntiva does?
Absolutely. Ntiva is a full IT solution provider. We specialize in providing all IT support for small and mid-sized companies, or supplemental specialized expertise for companies that just need a little bit of hand-holding.
Okay, so what type of company would use your services and why specifically?
Most small and mid-sized businesses would be interested in our services, really regardless of what industry vertical they're in. For some of those companies, they simply don't want to focus on IT. It's not their core competency. They want to focus on running their business or running their nonprofit, and they want all of their IT infrastructure to be taken care of. Or they even may want some strategic IT or technological advice to solve their problems that we also take care of. Other companies could choose to supplement pieces of their business or use some special expertise that we have to leverage Ntiva.
And how many employees do you have, and where are your customers located?
Sure. We have 80 full-time employees. We've got offices in McLean, Virginia, Colorado Springs, Los Angeles, California, and New York City. We support clients nationwide and actually a few internationally as well.
Fantastic. And if you could tell me a little bit about how you got started in this business. I know you have a good story about that, so why don't you share that with us?
It's a bit of a fun story. I share it regularly. I was very young, as I am now, about 13 years old in a CompUSA, wearing a red shirt, just being a young geek and enjoying the new computers. CD-ROM just came out, so I was playing around with it. And somebody came to me and mistook me for an employee and asked me, what am I, what am I doing there, and what can I help them get? So they were really contemplating between a desktop and a laptop and asked for my advice. I said I don't work there, but I gave it to them. And then that person asked me to help them set it up, and I did. And the next thing that I knew, I got paid for that service, and then I got a lot of referrals from it, and it just really trickled from there and remained predominantly word of mouth from that point forward.
Fantastic. Well, as you know, Informed Entrepreneur was born out of a bunch of business owners who wanted to inform and educate and celebrate small businesses, and also help other entrepreneurs understand what it is that it takes to get to be a successful business. So I know you've had some obstacles along the way. Do you mind sharing one or two of those that you might think would be important for other entrepreneurs to maybe hear about?
Sure. There's obviously been a lot of obstacles that have happened throughout the year. Just focusing on our growth for our company, as we kind of hit different plateaus in revenue size and employee count, we were faced with new challenges. One of the largest challenges was taking our incredible team that's incredible at servicing the clients and making sure that we could implement a structure for management and leadership that was clear, and allow those people to be effective in those positions while also supporting clients and trying to balance that through the process. That has been and still continues to be a challenge, but it's definitely something that we worked through. Another really, really big thing is the kind of entrepreneurial spirit. When you're a smaller company, everybody wears everybody's hat. Everybody can do every job, everybody wants to, everybody's willing to do these things, and we really didn't want to lose that. But at the same time, we needed to have some processes, some procedures, some systems in place that create consistency and allow us to scale. So it's been an ongoing challenge of balancing that line between that entrepreneurial spirit and the creation and really internalization of process and procedure.
So when you hire people, is there something specifically you're looking for in their educational background, or is it just a sense of creativity, or what is it that makes them fit into your culture here?
We only hire rock stars. We have pretty much stopped with just trying to hire somebody with a certain certification, a certain attitude, a certain technical skill set. If they are able to really come to the table and show that they're passionate about IT and share in really our core values, we know we can get them to fit. We know we can help them grow technically. We know we can give them the exposure and growth that they need. So it's just been a matter of making sure that people really have the skill set that's behavioral and one where they truly care about the client that they're working with and they truly want to interact and work with their colleagues.
Okay, great. Where do you see the company in the next 3, 4, 5, 10 years? Do you have goals set in that regard, and what's your thoughts on that?
So just recently, I thought deeply about what I believe in, and as the company's grown and I really needed to rise in a leadership position and be the CEO, I needed to understand my own personal core values and why I do these things. And it came down to 3 simple concepts, and probably not every business person would agree with these. It's not necessarily core to business values, but the first is to create value for our team members. The second is to create value for our clients. And the third is to never spend more than we have. So we care deeply about making sure that our team can grow, and we're confident that we're going to be able to retain and grow that talent for our clients. We have no interest in doing anything for a customer where they're just paying us and we don't feel that we're creating value. So unfortunately, things like government may not work for us. And third, like I'm saying, I personally am highly adverse to debt. I cannot internalize the risk that I associated with debt, and I can't internalize the need to owe something to other people like that. So where will I be in 5, 10 years? Where will Ntiva be? We will be as big as we possibly can, as long as those 3 criteria are not tarnished.
One of the answers you just gave us was a discussion about how you made, in your growth process, how you turn technicians into leaders, or how you develop managers and leaders. Could you elaborate a little bit about that?
Sure. The first thing that I just want to clarify on that question, and forgive me, is that we have leaders throughout our organization. In fact, arguably, almost everybody in our organization is a leader. We pride ourselves on that. The key was taking some of these leaders, many of whom were in highly billable, highly utilized technical positions, and allowing them to succeed in a management position. We're still not perfect at that today, but it was very, very scary for me. Core principles. When I started this firm, I was working and billing 16 hours a day so that I could hire someone to work 8.
Right.
And then I did it again so I could hire another person safely to take off 8. So this was a complete change of mindset. But all of our people, really said they needed the opportunity to do this. They needed me to trust that fact, and I needed to take and make a gutsy decision. We were profitable enough to take the risk. We took the risk, and as a result of taking that risk, we're able to scale. We successfully did that in several departments. We still continue to try to do it in other departments, and we'll be successful across the board.
Excellent. That's a great answer. Thank you.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you all for joining in. We thank Stephen for his time today. And take a look at our website and some of the other items on it. And we'll see you next time on Cash Flow. Bye now.